winter wonderland. We're gonna hope that the camera battery makes it through morning chores. I left my other battery at the new house last night. We're gonna walk in the snow so that I don't fall down. Everything's frozen pretty solid. It only got down to about like 24, so that's really good. That means that the tank heaters probably did really well last night. We're gonna check on everybody. Sure, guys, there's so much snow out here. It's so deep. It's supposed to be like 41 today and be sunny, so I'm assuming that most of it is gonna melt by this afternoon. Oh, careful, kitty. We'll see. It's actually supposed to snow again tomorrow. I don't know. With this whole virtual learning thing, like I'm still at work today. I've been up doing some emails this morning, just coming out to check everybody really quick before my day really gets going. They're a little bit faster to push us to a snow day because we don't have to make it up, because the kids are able to do it virtually. And because we're so prepared with COVID to shift to virtual instruction, they canceled school like in the afternoon yesterday, which typically it's like 5 in the morning before they cancel. Hello, Dougie. Hello. Really not too bad cold in my coveralls. Good morning. Doesn't look like our little buckets froze. That's good. That's good. Did your tank heater work? Yep, it's smoking. All right, let's get everybody breakfast. Two bars on our battery. We may not make it all the way through the morning. Let's hope we do. I'm gonna run over and get the battery this morning. Well, probably at lunch. I really want it to warm up a bit so that the roads are a little bit better. Where we live, like on our street where we live right now, we have a lot of traffic, so they scrape it and treat it, but where our new house is, I doubt they will scrape and treat. All the roads to that road should be fine, but it is very hilly and windy, so safety first. Okay, come on. Pigs and goats, let's have breakfast. Let's have breakfast in the snow. Yeah, let's have breakfast. Kitties are enjoying the snow. Get the boys. They're the only ones that really have to come out and eat their hay. They usually don't mind. This snow is real fluffy and soft, and now that it's frozen and not so slushy like it was yesterday, I really shouldn't mind it. It's wet that they don't like. It's funny because we've never had snow like this since we've had animals, maybe other than chickens and dukes, so it's kind of fun to watch. Good morning, boys. Everybody's tank heaters are working really well. So you can see for this stock tank, it's There's no ice at all. So that is a good sign. These tank heaters are so temperamental. You just never know. Usually when I plug them in for the first time, I always have one that isn't working very well, but everybody's water is completely clear this morning, and there was probably a 1/4 of an inch thick piece of ice on Duke's water this morning. Really easy to break up, so they're not really working that hard. Everybody would have definitely been frozen this morning, so let's get these babies let out before my camera dies. All right, gang, is it time? Is it time? Okay, sorry, my battery died early this morning, but at lunch I ran over and got my battery at the other house. I had to go back in anyway for work, so I couldn't be out here that long and film. So we're gonna go ahead and clean out and do all of the stuff that I normally do in the afternoons on weekdays. And I wanted to show you guys how we manage water when it's freezing. I've talked a lot about it, but I haven't like exactly shown you guys what I've done. And I've had it in the last 2 videos, but because of time, I've cut it out. So today, we'll do a video just on that. We're not gonna be able to do what we're doing here at our new house, and we're debating using solar to power most of my barn eventually. And so I really wanna know what you guys use. We have a couple of different ideas for over there. We haven't nailed anything down specifically, so I would love for you, those of you who are in these like really cold climates where you actually have to deal with this way more than I do. Like, is there anything that you use that doesn't require electricity? I'm really interested in how those of you guys, like if you're not using electricity, how do you do that? We only really struggle when the temperature gets below 20. I can keep water pretty much covered or in black tubs, and it doesn't get like too thick ice as far as like in the barn. But the pigs and the boy goats, their water is gonna be outside. Sorry, the dog is barking at everything right now. So just really love to know how you guys manage that. Leave me some suggestions in the comments. So what we do, I'll explain to you, requires electricity. I'm hoping my water hoses are unfrozen. It's been above freezing most of the day so that we can fill up water. Do a spot check on everybody before we, they're starting to melt. Starting to melt. Hi, Daddy. They've eaten most of the hay in these big feeders. They're still eating it though. This is amazing. It's lasting so much longer. And you can see it's not because they're eating the hay in these other feeders. Like, the hay in these feeders really hasn't changed. So they've basically just been eating out of these. That is fun. I have this stinker. Yep. It's not remotely time for dinner, gentlemen. It's not. Binks is completely better. So after we've done our round of treatment, I need to clean his butt off. But he's dry. No more poops. He really didn't have any issues after the first or second day of treatment. So that's really great. He's looking great. The boys are looking great. Guys, we're getting close to them being ready to go. I think we've got until mid-January, so another 3 weeks or so. No. Hello, Piggles. Do you guys need a pumpkin? Let's get you a pumpkin. Your Aunt Charisse gave you some more pumpkins this week. She did. So we have even more pumpkins. So let's get rid of this last one that we have, and we'll get her new ones for you. Hi, Waffles. Go ahead and throw their pumpkin over before I come in here to clean up this mess. Pleased with these feeders. There's so much less waste and mess in here, guys. It's not gonna take me any time to clean it up. We'll clean up and then we'll talk a little bit about our little puck heaters that we use. If you guys have never seen them, and I'll show you what they look like in all the tanks. And I will link them in the description. They're pricier than I like, but we'll do all that for you. All right, are you guys ready for a pumpkin? Is it time? Let's have a pumpkin. Gross. Okay, here we go, buddy. Here, let's try to break some. really like that pumpkin if they'll eat it. They may just be worried the pigs will chase them off. Hopefully they'll get a bite. We will feed them dinner later. Those pumpkins were definitely ready to be eaten though. Those were the last few from the ones my friends brought me a few weeks ago. And then I have 3 more that my friend brought me yesterday before the snow got too crazy. I'm really glad that it hit me in the head. This is his favorite thing. Is it the best, buddy? It's like 30 degrees outside. Did they make snow just for doggos? Is this just for Duke the dog? Yes, for sure. Treat monsters. They did get treats this morning. We just had no camera battery to show you. Hold on, Mom, bring you a treat. Hasn't moved. Hi, treat monsters. Twizzler, do you want a treat? Not normally my treat monster. I don't know that she'll jump the water. Come on. Come on, Twizzy Wizzy, you want a treat? She's like, nope. That's okay. More for my friends who don't get a lot to eat. Oh, here she comes. There you go. Academy just had a little one. Okay. Garbage trucks. Okay. So let's clean the mess up. Okay, so no luck on the water. The hose is totally frozen. So here is one of the things that we do to manage water. And I'm probably have not done well by myself because my hose is here in the snow and it's normally in the barn, is I use a flexible hose. And it drains itself of water when you're done. So this is it's just pocket hose from Home Depot. And okay, so obviously I made a mistake and left that out in the snow last night and yesterday. But typically what I do is use this pocket hose and I drain it completely of water, and I'm setting it out in the sun in hopes that it will thaw. We got about 2 hours of sunshine. It should thaw out. I should be able to use it tonight to fill up water. It's expandable. It will reach into the barn to the girls' water. It will reach the pig water, and it will reach over here for the cows' water. I keep it in the shop with the heater running when it's like really cold because we have water in there. That gives me the ability to fill up water. Now right now if I wanted to, I could just fill up buckets. I think that'll be fine by tonight. Everybody has water, and I'm sorry the kids are playing on their 4-wheelers. So you can see this is the other thing that we use are these puck heaters, and you can see their water has no ice in it. It's completely clear. And I'll give you a good look at the puck and the girls so you can really see. They're plastic tank de-icers. We buy them at Orscheln or Tractor Supply or wherever you can find them. And I'm sorry, my dog's really upset because there's snow falling off trees and he doesn't understand why, and he doesn't like the 4-wheelers. It's a mess. So we have one of those tank de-icers in all of our tanks. Obviously the pig water and the goat water is pretty small and it does a great job. Those never freeze. When you get below about 15 degrees, I would say below 20 for several days in a row, where we've had days where it doesn't get out of the teens. It's below 0 at night. The wind chills are below 0. It has a hard time, but it will usually keep a spot open where they can drink from. I haven't ever had one work and the top totally freeze over. There's one in this big tank. Hey buddies! They're about $50 at Orscheln, I think, like $40 to $50 depending on where you buy them. They last a couple of seasons and they tend to burn out if you use them continuously. I try to only keep mine plugged in when they actually need them. So after Wednesday we won't need them. The pucks will stay in their tanks, but we will unplug them because they pull a lot of wattage, so they're pretty expensive to run. You have to have power. So for this one, I have an extension cord run from my house all the way over to that tank. Not ideal when it's raining. The pigs is here in the barn and the girls is here in the barn, but they're both run off separate plugs because they pull so much wattage. So that's the way I keep my water from freezing overnight. They always have access to water. So this is what that looks like. You can see 1250 watts. Farm Innovations plastic tank de-icer. If you have plastic tanks, you have to use the plastic ones because they will, the metal ones obviously will melt your tank. But they do make ones that sit at the bottom of the tank that are like in the $70-ish range. I'd love to hear your ideas for how you guys manage water in the winter, especially those that are from like really cold climates. Hi, poppers. It's bedtime. Giraffe, you don't sleep in this stall. Are you eating hay? There's still hay in your feeder. There is. There's still hay in your feeder. Let's get the babies and put them to bed. Come on, Nuns. No, Daisy. No, meow. Goodness. No, meow. Go meow. Oh, you go next door. Yep, Bill's afraid of you. She's so funny. She waits for me to walk her in if she's not in here so that nobody will headbutt her. Do ya? Do you have to have an escort from Mom so that nobody gets ya? Stop barking. Yes, I know. You just been barking all day, bud. I don't know why you're so worked up. Mom doesn't know why. They've got a full feeder. Nobody's been eating out of it. We're working out well. Alright, girlfriends. I did feed Waffles and Link, by the way. Night nights. We'll see you guys in the morning.